My fiancé's ex-girlfriend showed up at our wedding ceremony claiming she's 6 months pregnant with his baby, but the shocking truth that emerged left all 300 guests completely speechless. I never thought I'd be the one writing one of these posts. My wedding day was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, but instead, it turned into something that feels like it was ripped from a soap opera script. I'm still processing everything that happened, so please bear with me if this post seems scattered. Some background: I, 30F, and my fiancé, now husband, 32M, have been together for 4 years. We met through mutual friends at a charity event and had an immediate connection. Let's call him Ethan. Before me, Ethan was in a 2-year relationship with a woman I'll call Vanessa, 31F. Their relationship ended about 8 months before we met, and according to Ethan, the breakup was mutual but primarily initiated by her. She had taken a job across the country and neither wanted to do long distance. I'd never met Vanessa, though I'd seen pictures of her on old social media posts. Ethan rarely spoke about their relationship, not because it was particularly bad, but because it simply wasn't relevant to our lives. From what little he shared, they'd grown apart in their goals and values. He'd heard through mutual friends that she was in a new relationship on the East Coast and seemed happy. Fast forward to our wedding day 3 weeks ago. The ceremony was beautiful, held at a historic hotel downtown with about 300 guests. Everything was going perfectly until we reached the speak now or forever hold your peace part, which I now realize should be permanently removed from wedding ceremonies. There was a commotion at the back of the venue, and suddenly Vanessa was walking down the aisle, visibly pregnant. The room went completely silent. I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience, watching everything unfold from somewhere else. She was wearing a tight dress that clearly showed a baby bump, probably 6 months along if I had to guess. "I'm sorry to interrupt," she announced, loud enough for everyone to hear, "but I can't let this wedding continue under false pretenses. Ethan is the father of my baby, and he knows it." I looked at Ethan, expecting I don't know what I was expecting. Guilt? Panic? Instead, he looked completely bewildered. "Vanessa, what are you talking about? We haven't seen each other in over 4 years, he said. She insisted they'd reconnected during a business trip he took to Boston 6 months prior. According to her, they'd spent a night together after running into each other at a hotel bar. The problem? Ethan had never been to Boston, not once in his life, and certainly not for a business trip 6 months ago. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, actually stood up at this point. He works with Ethan and had been with him on his only business trip that quarter, which was to Chicago, not Boston. Several other co-workers who were wedding guests confirmed this. Vanessa seemed genuinely confused by this contradiction but doubled down. "Maybe it wasn't Boston, but we definitely met up. I have proof," she insisted. My maid of honor, Kelly, who was not one to stay quiet in tense situations, asked her to produce this proof. What happened next was where things took an even stranger turn. Vanessa pulled out her phone and showed a series of text messages that were indeed from a contact saved as Ethan, discussing meeting up and what appeared to be romantic exchanges. When Ethan looked at the messages, he immediately